Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We are gonna do a birthday magic reading. We're gonna use Synchronicity deck. I'm watching Drive Me Crazy. I already watched She's All That today. Did some swinging. Took a nap. Just meditated. Wrote in my journal. Eating cookie cake. It's my birthday, if you didn't know. Also making wishes, as many as I want. Actually, let's leave that going. Okay. We're gonna use the Synchronicity deck. Did I already say that? I don't know. I was just doing a lot of magic, so I thought I'd share. Good magic. Healing magic. The energy today was a little roller coastery, it felt. I just found another reader who also said that there's karma being served. So I know I was feeling that, not like receiving karma, but I was feeling the exhaustion that others are feeling in the collective. Yeah, sorrow is the first one out. She'll probably be back later. If you don't know about this movie, it's what's her name? Melissa Joan Hart. Who plays the dude? It's a classic from like early 2000s. I think it's from The Trim of the Sun. Almost drank my candle. So anyway, if you're receiving karma, that sucks for you. Learn your lesson. Stop trying to fuck with people who don't fuck with you. That's it, that's all. Especially the person you're trying to fuck with is pure joy. Right? Alright, we got a whole lot that fell out. I guess we're just supposed to do that. I'm wasting too much time yapping. I love to yap. With karma being served, it's both of these things. That's totally what this reading is about. I'm not trying to piggyback off of the reader I just saw, but I was feeling like, I'm like, it's my birthday. Why am I feeling so frustrated? And it came over me as like a wave. A couple of hours ago, maybe an hour and a half ago, I was just like all of a sudden super fucking irritated. And I'm like, why? Full disclosure, my mother, who I'm no contact with, left me a message this morning. She's blocked, but no, narcissists have a tendency to do those things on the big days, right? It's my birthday. But we're no contact. And she's tried to contact me. She wrote me a letter like 2 weeks ago. She started giving us money again this month. And then like the letter came a week after I received the money. Now I received a phone call. And it's probably because she's receiving karma for the way she treated me. And I'm not trying to take center stage here, even though it is my birthday and I do have the ability to if I wanted to. But I'm just sharing my own experience because, like I said, this came down heavy and I'm not the only one. This is a collective. So it's interesting. So I'm going to remove myself from this now. I share that my personal experience. But at a collective level, the message and the energy is that people who went after or attacked or treated people who protect love and these finder of lost things, the people who have been on spiritual journeys in service to humanity, the collective, the people who fuck with them, myself included in that, are getting their karma. There's a collective energy shift right now happening, like to dizzle, today. Wildness. Communication. It is in reverse, as is spring in reverse. To me, what that means is there will not be any new communication for these people. It's their time to sit in whatever energy they gave, you know? So, if you're over here, you're on the side of, you know, unless you're being a nosy asshole. Thank you for the views. It doesn't bother me. But for the most part, if you're on my channel, you're one of these people who wants to do better, who wants to, you know, at least that's what I expect as my audience. People keep coming back, right? The dreamers of the world, the people here to, you know, initiate new creative endeavors, new ways of being. This isn't about interpersonal butt-hurt feelings. This is about collective liberation. This is about saving the planet and humanity. This isn't about, oh, my feelings hurt because I'm starting to feel the way I made you feel. You know, you had a choice. For those of us who are doing this work, the people that we held closest to us in our hearts, we gave multiple ways of, you know, coming with us. We had those hard conversations, and people made their own choices. They have free will, right? We're still gonna rise, though, you know? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. We have work to do. Yeah, those who are a little less gentle, gentleness in reverse. You reap what you sow. Mother, that feminine energy, that nurture, compassion, Empress energy. Empress is also in this deck. Damn. Mother, Prince, in reverse. Sister. I know my mother and my sister are getting their shit. Bitches. Sound like Napoleon Dynamite. Alright. Yeah. Rebel. On the bottom of the deck, though, it didn't come out. Then we have brother, so sister and brother. So mother, prince, sister, brother. Summer and ready in reverse. So because spring and communication came through, here in the northern hemisphere, we're coming into spring. Summer is where the southern hemisphere is right now. Right? Or are you guys in fall? You're coming into fall, out of summer. Ready in reverse. So these people, whoever all of these motherfuckers are, look at the goddamn peanut gallery. Does that have a racist? If that has a racist, I'm sorry, that might be a racist thing. I shouldn't have said that. All of these people who have been spying and watching and hating and trying to take down this one, the rebel, the dreamer, the one who's always done nothing but protect love, done nothing but stand in their own fucking wild energy, knowing that there are other ways. They're getting their shit. So, it isn't about that. Like, we shouldn't find, you know, gratification in people receiving karma. But the point of the matter is that's the wheel of fortune in the tarot. That's the way the fucking shit's gonna turn, man. You get what you give. You reap what you sow. You're out here spreading sorrow and bullshit and gossip and laughing at people and all of that shit. That's what you're gonna get. And And we're always going to come out resilient and trusting in our intuition, because it was never about anything but that. But finding new ways. Hey, what's up? This kid is all over the place like a goddamn pinball machine. What do you want now? Just download what you want. I don't have access to give it. And when it asks me for permission, I get an email and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't let me give you permission. You just gotta choose what you want. Want that? I don't know what you want. You don't need me, but thank you for visiting. Anyway. Resilience. Why? Because this is... maybe a little bit of a personal reading, but... teacher, leader, and bravery coming out with the world. Don't worry about anyone who's come up against you. Soulmate is here and synchronicity is here as well. I'm not pulling them out because they're just on the cut of the deck, but I feel like, so I'm a pagan. I don't really practice like weird stuff, like Wiccan stuff, but like, I believe in natural cycles, and you know, springtime is, the spring equinox is technically the beginning of a new cycle, right, for the earth. It's also the start of Aries season, so like the start of the zodiac lines up with the spring equinox, which really does signify the actual new year, in my personal practice and opinion. So if that resonates with you, or if that's something that you have been thinking about, right? Ready with spring. Both came out in reverse. But anyway. This kid, man. Why do you need me? Baby, I'm doing a reading. Don't be disrespectful. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alright. Tell your story. This is a storyteller card. I'm gonna have to let you go because it's just a leech. Tell your stories to the world, right? Now is the time. Because that's what's going to align us all together, right? Those who, the leaders, the teachers, the rebels, the protecting love. I just started a couple great series on here, Collective Comrade and others. Also with the sister, brother, and mother coming out, you know, a lot of us do only have chosen family, and we roll with chosen family. And I want you to know there's nothing wrong with that, because that's the point. We have to find each other in order to do this work together and build the things that we want to see in this new world, right? Not new world as in new world, you know, I don't want to even say it. But yeah, that's what we have to do to have success. So if you're feeling down, it's just because karma is being served and you're an empathetic person and you can feel cords cutting. Let me share another story. I just wrote about this in my journal, but because it was a really, really big thing. I need to show and tell for this. I'm going to be done with the cards for now, I guess. I might pull a couple more. I already put them away, but he's just... like I said, he's been around like a pinball today. Oh, I have a stone in my drawer. So with intuition coming out, I want you to trust your intuition. If you maybe feel like people, I don't know, whatever it is that you're feeling, intuition did come out. Be brave enough to trust your intuition and trust yourself. So the I've been, as you know, if you're on my channel, I've been in a process of really being very intentional about this birthday today. 38 is my favorite number. It always has been, and it boils down in numerology to an 11, which is like pretty balanced, right? Duality. So I've been very intentional about, and like 37 is the number, and 10 boils down, right, in numerology. And that's a completion, and that was very significant of my, or symbolic of my year last year, the year of 37, and today I'm 38. So anyway, the other day I got my hair cut. As you know, I got bangs. I can't stop talking about them, but I think I'm over them, and you will probably never see them again. And if you do, they'll be like grown out a little bit. Anyway, couple visits ago when my mother was here, Niall and I both got haircuts. This was like a year and a half ago. It was the summer of, I think, 2023. Yes, it was right before Woodstock got parvo, and my mother was supposed to be here for that. But anyway, that trip, she betrayed me, lied to me about why she had rescheduled her trip, and it was because she was going to go see my sister, and she had just been with my sister on Mother's Day. My sister and my mother have never celebrated me as a mother on Mother's Day, but have always been together. And I'm a single mom over here just in the trenches all by myself. So anyway, resentments aside, I'm just trying to set the fucking foundation for this. We got our haircuts because I needed a support person there to do it. I don't usually take care of myself like that right now in this stage of motherhood. It's getting better as he's gotten older. But anyway, I know for a fact I saw her take some of Niall's hair off of the floor. Now, if you are a practitioner, you know that hair, someone else's hair, you can do lots of dark magic with. A lot of cultures believe lots of different things about hair, but because it's attached to your crown chakra and it like is your antenna to higher realms of thinking, it's very powerful as a substance in magic. People put it in jars, freeze it, burn it, tie it around stuff, voodoo stuff, like I don't practice any of that shit. I don't need to, but a lot of people do need to, and that's why they're receiving their karma today. So maybe the person in your life that is making you feel exhausted, whatever the situation is, pay attention to the way that life is treating them right now, if you have an inkling. Also, so we went back, me and Niall went back on Tuesday. I got my hair cut, and I got like 6 inches off, layers, bangs. Whole new thing. I really love my hair long, but I needed a good release. And you know what? You know what happened when we got home? My protection necklace broke. Right here. Which means I cut the cord of whatever magic. This is my protection. You want a tour? You want a tour of this? Amethyst is my birthstone. This has Niall's breast milk, or my breast milk in it for Niall. This is my father's ashes. This is a phoenix. I have no idea who mailed this to me. I got it a couple birthdays ago. Someone sent it to my RV. Thank you. I don't know who sent it to me, but I resonate with the phoenix, so I know that whoever sent it. There's tiger's eye on here. There's a sun and a tree. I'm a big fan of the trees. A peace sign. Key for Hecate, but I really wasn't working with Hecate at the time, but that's what that's for. Blue and green for earth and water. And it broke. And it the crazy thing is like I was taking it off after we got home, and like it just broke. And then the even crazier thing, the reason I know the spell is broken is because Niall cut his bangs today. I was like, dude, let me lay down, because like I told you, this energy just swept over me, and I'm like, holy fuck. And so I was laying down for like a few minutes, and of course, like I said, he's been a fucking pinball machine today. Yeah, he went outside, and I was like, oh god, okay. So I got up, And I'm walking in the kitchen, and on the kitchen I see his hair, like a couple pieces of hair, and I'm like, oh my god, need to find the scissors. So I go outside, I'm like, do you still have the scissors, right? No, he didn't. And he also used safety scissors for that, which it's funny because on TikTok, all these women are doing all these commercials about those scissors for their toddlers. I did find the scissors, everything's fine. But the fact that he cut his hair, I was like, he's never done that. And he may have been inspired, but I already put my bangs up today. So, like, I don't know. It was just an interesting, like, I feel like he knew he needed to break the spell. And then I just did, like, a really intense crystal meditation and wrote on my journal and stuff. So, if you are a practitioner, or if you are someone who feels like the energy, whether it's empathetically or whatever, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. It doesn't need to be your birthday, but think about the ways in which you may be being fucked with energetically. Whether it's black magic, like all the way black magic, or if it's just evil eye, or whatever it is. When you have this kind of energy, when this is you, the dreamer, the leader, brave, rebellious, the one who teaches. I mean, this is the embodiment of the Empress, right? Love and imagination on the bottom. I want a hug like that. That looks so nice. So anyway, there is resilience. There is success. We just need to trust our intuition, keep nurturing ourselves, telling our story. The more you let out, the more energy you're going to generate for the balancing of the scales. So the more you share about your mistreatment, the universe wants people to tell their stories because that's when it helps other people recognize. I wouldn't have recognized any of this abuse if I wouldn't have heard it from other people who had experienced it and shared their stories. This is crazy though. Like it broke. I barely even touched it and it just snapped and I was like, oh, that was magic. Like it was crazy. This is leather. Look at that. I tied it up. In my opinion, when stuff breaks, I always tie knots. But that's just my own personal preference with magic. Especially, like, when I was in the mental institutions, you get, like, the plastic silverware, like, in the little plastic bag, like fast food. So it's, like, the napkin and the salt and pepper and everything in the little area. I always tie a knot in those when I was in the, I don't know, knot magic, perhaps. It's probably Norse or something. I'll look into that. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull a couple raise your vibrations. I'm feeling a lot better now that I did this reading and tapped in. Yeah, synchronicity on the bottom and blocked. So I would say moving forward, if you're here for this reading, we just blocked all of the things that could be hindering you. And I'll blow this candle out and make a birthday wish on it. There's no rules about your wishes. Birthday candles are not genies. I am surrounded by angels. Know that you are so fucking protected and divinely guided. And when things like this happen, if your jewelry breaks, don't freak out. Just reflect on it. When my mom was here that same visit that I found out she was going to my sister's, my bracelets broke. And to me, and like my family, I have the ability to receive messages from my family. My dad sent me a message. Well, I know it was him, but years ago. So I've known for a long time that I needed to cut 3 people in particular out because I had a dream of like a wheelchair ramp, but like those wheelchair ramps that are like like that snake video game. You know, they're not just like one wheelchair ramp, but they're like the ones that you have to like go around. So I was running down this wheelchair ramp, and all of a sudden, someone handed me these 3 pairs of white-handled scissors, and that was representative of the 3 people I needed to cut cords with. Within my family, it was my aunt, my sister, and my mother. Your sensitivity is a gift. So if you have these abilities, you know that these are gifts. You are not crazy. You do not have a mental illness. If you'd like more information on that, I have a mental illness and social control playlist. Received my master's degree denouncing the mental health system here in the United States as a form of social control. And most of the times our responses are pretty normal for people who are experiencing the tail end of the most atrocious empire, you know. Raise your vibration is a mantra that calls me to light up. I think that's like the card that's supposed to be on the top. Remember that you are a light in this world, hence the reason that you have the gift of sensitivity. Maybe clairvoyance or clair abilities of any sort. Maybe you're a seer, maybe you receive messages, insight. Abundance is a state of mind. In these days and moments, it's okay to give yourself the time to work with the energy and do your best to transmute it. And then move on from it. I think that's one of the things is like I kept my mom so close to me for so long because I knew once I let her go, her karma was just going to be insane. And I felt sorry for her. And I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to get her, you know, to become conscious. And it never happened. But all that to say is don't let the scarcity mindset of others, that's where we're at right now. I like watching the wax. I had to move it for her. I am a light in the world. Look how big that flame is. It's a little distorted on the camera, which is interesting. It's not that thick in real life. It's giving a lot of light. And I make a way for miracles. I make way for miracles. Which means you don't really have to do shit. Just get out of your own way. By staying in your own light, your own sensitivity. Remember you're surrounded by angels. Reach out to them anytime you feel like it. And they will most definitely give you signs. Synchronicities. Minor inconveniences are also communications to maybe stop being a douche, you know? So be careful with that. But put your armor on. Get special jewelry and shit. Yeah. Get home into your body. Come home to your body. Speaking of, I think I'm going to work out. I just really wanted to do a reading today. And the wish I did earlier was about world peace and the path of least resistance to get there. And I think this wish, this birthday wish, you can make as many birthday wishes as you want on your birthday. It's your birthday. I think this one is going to be to... This one's going to be for the underdogs. It's our time to shine. And I don't mean to be putting out our light when I blow this out, because remember, it is a wish. But it's time for the underdogs to shine. It's time for us to receive all of the things that all of those people told us we would never get. So I share this new year with you whenever you decide to celebrate it. But for me, it's today, and I hope that... I just hope whatever that is for you, whatever you need. I hope it for you. Have a good one.